Let's make a concentric line shamrock. Concentric means lines that follow a shape. The shape that we are following for this is a shamrock. Start by writing your name and class code on the back of your paper with a pencil. Then you can flip it over and you will see a shamrock shape in pencil on your paper. The first thing we're going to do is outline the shamrock shape with a black oil pastel. Then you can pick any color of oil pastel to draw your first concentric line on the inside of your shamrock shape. When you draw your concentric lines, make sure you're drawing very close to your last line, like how my orange line is very close to the black outline of the shamrock. Make sure you follow both the leaf shapes and the stem shape. Then with your next color, just follow the shape of the last line that you drew, like I am doing here with the color blue. When we are drawing concentric lines inside the shamrock, each shape will get smaller as you get closer to the middle. Notice how my pink shape is getting smaller than the blue one I drew before it, and it has changed a little bit. I no longer have room to follow the stem shape of my shamrock, and that's okay. Just draw the concentric lines where you have room. Now I only have a little bit of space left, so my shapes have become separate. Just make sure you fill up as much space as you can inside your shamrock. Now that I have filled the inside of my shamrock with concentric lines, I can work on drawing concentric lines on the outside of my shamrock shape. Like here, I am using yellow on the outside of the black line. When you're working on concentric lines on the outside of the shamrock shape, they are going to get bigger instead of smaller like they did on the inside. When you reach the edge of your paper with a line, just pretend that that line continues off the edge of the paper and draw it where you have room. Notice how I am doing that with the color red here. I'm just moving my line to the part of the paper where I have room. Like on the inside, the concentric lines on the outside will grow and change into a bigger and different shape than our original shamrock shape. When you get to the corners, continue filling them up with concentric lines, like I am doing here with yellow. Once your entire paper is filled with concentric lines, the next step is painting with watercolors. You will need a messy mat, paints, a water cup, and a paintbrush. I chose to start my painting with green, but you can choose any colors that you like. When we paint over oil pastel with watercolors, it creates something called an oil resist. Oil pastels are made of oil, and oil doesn't mix with the water from the paint. The oil resist allows us to see drawings through the paint, like how you can see my lines here through the green watercolor paint. I'm going to keep painting until my entire paper is filled with color. I decided to add some blue to my artwork, but remember, you can choose your colors because you are the artist. I hope you had fun creating a concentric line shamrock with oil pastels and watercolors. When you're done, put your painting with your messy mat underneath on the drying rack to dry. I can't wait to see how your shamrock turns out.